As promised last week, I'm going to start today by talking about my addiction to Angry Birds. When I was in college, it was my freshman year, so I hadn't gotten like crazy busy yet. I downloaded the most phenomenal mobile game to come out till that point. It was like one of the first real smash hits that became a household name. Angry Birds was anything and everything that you wanted in the perfect mobile game when it came out. The character designs were fun, the gameplay was simple. With a very simple slingshot mechanic, they were able to capture something where you could slowly increase difficulty level to level in the game in a way that wasn't boring. And when a challenge was genuinely introduced, you felt like, well, I should be able to make it because I was able to complete the last one. As you played the game, more mechanics were introduced, and it was kind of exciting and fun to see, well, what's the next bird going to do when I unlock that one? I don't know too terribly much about making an addictive and fun video game. If I did, that's what I would probably be pursuing. What I do know is that I got hooked on this thing. And one of the most addictive things about Angry Birds for me was the fact that it gave you 3 stars for each level. It gave you rankings for how well you did on the level. In order to earn 3 stars in the game, you had to be both economical with the birds that they gave you as you worked to complete the level, but you also had to maximize the damage that could be done in the level. I'm not exactly sure how they figured it out, but some of the levels were a little bit harder than others to get 3 stars, and they spaced it out nicely so that you could feel like you were making a lot of good progress, and then all of a sudden you hit that challenge, and you became determined to get all 3 stars before moving on. I remember I would play the Angry Birds game in between classes. I would play sometimes when I probably should have been studying or doing homework. I was guilty in college of procrastinating. I really was, especially early on. As I got busier and busier and busier, though, especially by my 5th semester, I got so busy that I needed to pull myself away from non-productive things. I needed to pull myself away from any addiction that was tied to my phone. I deleted the Angry Birds app. Later that summer and a summer after, before they ended up taking Angry Birds off the App Store entirely, I re-downloaded it and was kind of shocked. So even though I had made it through the whole game, all my progress was not saved. I was still using the same iPhone device, but because I had deleted the app and then re-downloaded it, it was all gone. And I had to sit there and ask myself, well, it was fun. It was fun playing through the game. I enjoyed it. I'd probably enjoy it just as much going through it again, but I did get 3 stars in every level. I had already completed this journey, and it was a lot of time and effort. And I decided, it's not worth it to go through the game a second time. And it wasn't even worth it to look into any of the sequels. So I ended up saying, it was good. I'm decently proud of my accomplishment that I had made through procrastinating, but this should be a part of the past, and I've not ever downloaded Angry Birds or any derivative of the game since then. I want you to think of any little mobile app games or any little procrastinating addictions that you may have run into and what made them fun, what made them entertaining, what made them something that you came back to over and over and over again. What about those particular vices makes them appealing to complete?